Hello again and welcome to another episode of Starbound. So apparently, the light in here is not a heat source. I went to the bathroom real quick while I was, since I thought I'd be safe inside of a nice little monkey house. Apparently I was wrong. What is... Apparently it's a level 1 creature. What? Am I killing Nessie here? Well, I will gladly kill Nessie if it gives me meat. Actually, I should go at her with my sword so I can get some cash out of it. Choppy. Come on. That's interesting. Apparently it's low damage per swing item. But it's a high swing speed. So, if I show this... And it seems to be on fire. So let's try that a little bit. Let's do a little bit of this. Since it's one-handed, I should be able to... Oh, wait. No. There we go. Wait, could I? No, that's a two-handed. So... Flashlight and sword. So flashlight and sword. I burned it, but wow. It's an interesting weapon. I wonder how much that would cost a 3D copy or 3D print. Yeah, doesn't know. So many items it doesn't want to copy. That's sad. But anyhow, let's go ahead and smelt up some of this iron. Could have sworn I had more iron than I did. Let's drop down this chest. Platinum, get a little bit of silver. Actually, I think that means I now have enough silver to go home, or to put a distress beacon. Although that probably wouldn't be a smart idea at the moment, but still nice to know I have the availability. Wood planks. guess I'll just put this over here. And there we go. Now, make a hoe, just for fun. As I said, I would try, so gonna hoe this land up a little bit, and I'm gonna throw a seed in here. I have no clue how long that will take to grow, or what will happen. So, I guess we'll find that out together. But until then, time for deforestation. Okay, so, anyway, I apparently haven't been talking very well, huh? Let's try this again. So like I said before, I'm gonna be trying to collect some iron. I could make the distress beacon, well, as soon as I get enough iron and copper and stuff, because I have enough silver to do it, but at the same time, the quest text does say that you need to be prepared, so I'm gonna get prepared by getting some gear. The first thing I'm gonna build is the iron hunting bow. The reason for this is because, well, the hunting bow is your first ranged weapon, for one. And, well, plain and simple, it's important because it's how you eat. Like, you get food by hunting it for it, and killing things with the iron hunting bow is how you make food, or how you get food, so the more you're able to hunt, the more food you're able to get, the longer you're able to survive. Like, it doesn't matter if you're wearing armor or not, if you can't survive starvation. that's my theory, and I'm sticking with it. The one nice thing about this whole matter manipulator is I'm able to put torches through walls. Which comes in handy rather quickly. And I've just found gravel. Gravel is a gravity block. If you ever play Minecraft, you know how gravel is in Minecraft. It kind of works the same in this as well, although at least at the moment you don't seem to get crushed in it. Although you do get stuck, which is itself other problems. But one kind of neat thing about it is if I can find some. Trying to find some ore, and I'm not. Oh, there we go. Here's some coal. So coal takes a little while to mine. Or, if it's in gravel, I can just smack the gravel, and the gravel falling will mine it for me. I mean, it's not exactly, like, it's not like you'll find a lot of minerals inside of gravel, but the ones you do. Like here, right here, we just found a nice little iron seam. Go ahead and knock out this back wall a little bit. See if we can try to get rid of some of this water. And this is sand, which basically performs the same way. Yeah, so I don't know if they're going to add damage to gravity blocks or not. It's like, I'm kind of hoping they don't, because this is kind of a cool little system. Whereas the alternative would basically be something to the equivalent of like, the alternative to that would basically be like, oh, you got stuck under the gravel, you're dead. Because the way it works in this game is it falls and it flows kind of like water. So if they add damage to it, then, well, it's pretty much going to turn into a giant death trap the way it works. Because, oh, I mined out this wood block. It's like, yeah, in other games it's fine because, oh, I mined out this and it falls on me. But with this, it flows and it can entrap you pretty easily, actually. And we just found a pretty nice vein of iron. We found a lot of iron. So yes, as you can see, you could probably tell by now whether or not you think you'll like this game or not. It is an awful lot like Terraria. So if you like Terraria, you'll probably like this. At the same time, it does have some Minecraft-y elements that even if there were some things that you didn't like about Terraria, but you still like Minecraft, well then you might like this, unless it's that whole 2.5D thing. Because if you don't like the 2.5D, well, this is 2.5D, so you have to get over that. And that seems to be probably the worst thing that can happen in gravel, is gravel, like gravity blocks in Minecraft, can randomly not be gravity, and then when you get too close, it just falls. But I was able to get enough, a lot of minerals and stuff, so that death might not actually matter for anything. Okay, I didn't get any more food. Now let's get out the rest of the iron, put up the copper, and let's build a bow. Now, I have the iron hunting bow, we can start looking at some other things. There are weapons we could make. We'd have to go get money, but that's not exactly hard to do. We could get the Apex, which, see, the current weapon we have does that much damage. So, we're not really looking at a lot of upgrades, although the Thunder Punch is slower but stronger. The Apple Sticker, the little Apple Sticker, is weaker and about the same speed, but it is a one-handed weapon, so we could dual-wield it with the, we could, in theory, dual-wield it with Choppy. I don't know how well that would work, but it sounds like it'd be fun. But anyway, we now have the new bow. You can kind of see the bow looks bigger. Let's see if I can get this special shot off. The special shot still kind of works the same, but here's the big difference. on, stop hitting me. That's 5 times the damage, or, yeah, that's 5 times the damage. Grr, why can't I hit him? Wow, they have a lot of health. Sadly enough, fish don't drop meat or leather, which kind of is a little... It's very sad, actually. It's not even a little. Now, let's see if I can get some monsters that aren't completely aggressive. Too bad I don't have a steam-powered spaceship. Well, like here. Let's go ahead and kill that thing. So as you can see, the aspects of hunting are so much different after you get the iron bow. It's no longer, like... So, yeah, you still have to go after food and stuff, because there's the chance it will drop leather instead. But... Another problem is, as you noticed just then, I'm going to try to do that again if I can find someone, or if I can find someone who's willing to stand still. If I hold it out and then launch it, like if I hold it, wait and go past the supercharge, I'm coming up on the monkey place, there should be some bad guys here. Okay, so if I pulled it and hold it past 80 damage, so, and then 80 damage. So, the reason it did 80 damage there is because that's how much health they have. So, I have no clue if it does more damage or not, because there's no way to know if it does more damage until I get enemies with more health. Problem is, once I have enemies with more health, well, then there are enemies with lots of health that are capable of killing me, and that in itself is kind of scary, especially at this point in the game. So let's drop a torch down there. Now, one thing that I have noticed, or one thing that you might have noticed, is that once I got to the iron anvil, it doesn't really look like I have a lot of tech options after that. I think that's kind of deliberate. So, actually, now that I have the iron bow, my next choice, and I'm not going to build armor. I probably should, but I'm not that smart. So what I'm gonna do is go ahead and build that. Although if I mined all the copper that I can look at, like yeah, just mine copper and I'd be fine and have enough copper to build copper armor and the thing, but that would take time. And I'm not sure if I actually want to do that. We'll see. It all depends on what happens in the next couple of minutes. No, Nessie's not back in there. Well, Choppy. Same thing. Iron there, but I'm going to skip that for now. At this moment, we're just doing a little bit of exploring. We found a excavation site, and we found somebody's home. So we're not the only people who have ever been here. Now we're finding mushrooms. Let's actually go ahead and knock one of these down so I can kind of show you. Mushrooms drop like trees, and they drop off mushrooms. And as you can see, I now have new blueprints available from the mushrooms. So if I go here and type in mushroom, I said mush. Huh. Maybe I have to be at a crafting table. Well, I'll go to a crafting table sooner or later. So yeah, as you can see, once I start getting more stuff, like I'll start unlocking new schematics, and also you can find schematics. I haven't found any this game, but you can find them. In the test game I made to make sure my levels were decent, I found a schematic for a door. Like it was a mushroom door, I think. So it's not all that big and fancy, but still, it's something. Holy laser birds. Also, why is there a bird underground? There's something about that somebody needs to talk about. I think this episode's been going on for about 40 minutes, so I'm gonna go ahead and lead it to near its conclusion as soon as I get out of here. Okay, it looks like another Apex base. Now, one thing that's a little odd in this game is they have, like, a multiple inventory system. Still green dirt. So as you can see, this is like kind of like my dirt and gravels and stuff, and then my backpack has like stuff I actually use, which does make it a little weird when you're trying to actually go through and be like, hey, I need to build a dirt road. Let's see here. Fire damage, it's slightly weaker, slightly slower, but it does have that fire damage. We'll try it out. There's a red flare. Some weapons. Let's go ahead and just pick all these up. Be nice to put their platforms back. I don't know if anybody's gonna come home. It's one thing to loot their house. It's another thing to destroy it. bark seeds. Not seeing a lot of crops other than the bark seed. Well, there's an enemy that has a lot of health. Okay, as you can see, I'm starting to get white. I'm starting to freeze. And, like, steam's coming off my breath. So yeah, I'm starting to freeze to death. So this is about as far as I'm gonna get. I still have 2 bars. I have a decent amount of time left. I could have gone back home. Why didn't I go back home? Even though apparently those, like, horse sounds that I've been hearing apparently come from octopus dragons. I don't know how well you could see those things, but they had, like, octopus legs, and they looked like... there's a dragon in Pokemon. I can't remember its name, like Salamon or something like that. So, anyway, let's go ahead and go back down. I was growing something. I don't know how well it's growing. Ooh. What was that? Wow. Apparently, I just got killed by a bird belching. That was disturbing. I should probably build a house or something at least. So, we'll do that next time. Real quick, let's go ahead and get any more silver. Let's drop a little bit of gold and smelt it. Let's drop the plat. I did get a lot of food though. Wow, that's some scary stuff. Drop the iron. Yes, that's an octopus dragon. I have named it such. I have no clue what the developer wants to name it, but it is Octopus Dragon from now on forever. Okay. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to do anything. Nighttime sucks. And birds apparently love to kill me. So, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. And the next episode, we are going to be building a place to live. Possibly growing farm. So, see you then.